These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Knights will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys offense will get the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Here's a heat. Makes the grab down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So UCF's offense has the ball for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down. Like, make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
This place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise level is relentless here on second down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Knights will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Looking for the tie with the extra point. You have to imagine we're going to see a bit more of these designed runs as this game goes on.
No doubt. This is a guy that can run it. He can throw it. So what do? How do I stop it? Do I play pass? Do I play run? I mean, it's very frustrating to try to stop this kind of guy, and you see the explosive capabilities in making it happen on his own.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. Unleashes one. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver can get it.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Knights. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quick strike complete. Brings into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
This quarterback part of their running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! On to attempt the try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air, it's Tollefson. Right on the money. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 14 to Arizona.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it. Got room on the return. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Knights will keep this drive going. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. A offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. Keeps looking downfield. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Here we go. Back to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Cowboys need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot for the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the shotgun, the inside give. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He spins that thing down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Gage. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have...
That's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Knights have their offense in high gear. The run to the left. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gage. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This is a designed run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Quarterback keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Tollefson. Using his feet to buy time. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Rigby. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And they can't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll give it to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Rides to the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Here we go. The RPO, it's complete. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. He might want another play. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add now.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. The Knights pick up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Punch it out of the air. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cowboys started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Run in the red zone, it's Hunt. Shakes off the defender.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for a man, it's Tollefson. Pressure coming. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Gage. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
That makes the score UCF 45, Oklahoma State 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Showing off the arms. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. A strike downfield. Right down the gut of the field. And they are pushing ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really...
He'll take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. Interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Just